If you're still waiting for the real estate market to go back to normal, I have some new news for you. This is a new normal, and here in Lake Geneva, we figured it out first. Because if you buy, price, or wait based solely on national headlines, you're going to miss out on what's actually happening here. Before we dive in, let's zoom out and take a look at what the credible adults are saying about 2006. Now, across the most reliable sources, what they're saying is existing home sales will rebound between 4% up to 14%. Home prices, they'll rise steadily between 1% to 4%. Mortgage rates, they're going to stabilize at 6%, guys. And inventory is going to improve, but stay still below those historic norms. And home buying affordability will improve as wages grow faster than prices. Translation, 2026 is looking to be calmer, steadier, and more predictable than the chaos that we saw this year. And here's what matters locally. In the Midwest and Geneva Lakes area, we're positioned and projected to outperform the coastal markets due to relative affordability, lower climate risks, and continued migration out of the major metropolitan areas. Here's where the headlines stop being helpful. You're going to hear a lot of forecasts about how affordability is going to improve in 2026. But let's be precise. We're not going to improve on affordability. We're going to improve on market friction. And here's why true affordability isn't coming back anytime soon. Prices, they're still rising moderately. Mortgage rates, they're going to settle in at about 6%. Housing supply is still structurally constrained. And headlines are calling the rise in wages in 2026 as the great market reset, which is my favorite, by the way. But here's the thing, even if there is a rise in wages, wages aren't going to rise fast enough to outpace the already inflated prices of homes right now. According to data from Realtor.com and National Association of Realtors, the median age of first-time home buyers was early 30s as of 2020. It's now early 40s as of late 2025. Rising housing costs, student debt, and affordability pressures are delaying first-time home buyers. Homes aren't getting cheaper or affordable. Buyers are just becoming older. So unless prices fall meaningfully and wages rise materially in 2026, homes won't suddenly become affordable. So that's why we're going to continue having a balanced yet divergent market where well-priced homes that are move-in ready are going to fly off the shelves. Everything else is going to sit. Affordability is going to become a function of strategy. 2026 won't be the year that booms. It's going to be the year that the market gets smarter. And that's what a lot of the headlines are missing. 2025, we didn't see a cooling of prices. We saw a correcting of behavior. Sellers, they tested their fantasy delusional prices and the market rejected it. Buyers proved that they're willing to walk away. And that's the reason why 2026 is going to feel different. Not chaotic, not frozen, but more intellectual. It's no longer going to be an adrenaline market. It's going to be a strategic one. Buyers are evolving. Technology is changing the home buyer experience. It's making them more analytical buyers rather than emotional ones, especially with AI tools. They're analyzing total costs, renovation risks, long-term value, exit options, not just the paint color. They want to understand the why behind each option and what it means for them long-term. For sellers, 2025 punished overambition and rewarded precision, and that lesson is going to carry forward into the next year. According to Redfin, only 1 out of 4 sellers actually got more than their list price. In 2026, potential won't sell, but move-in ready will. Buyers will be happy to pay a premium for time, certainty, and convenience, not projects. In other words, buyers are willing to pay for time, not tile. So what does this mean for the Geneva Lakes area? Well, the divergence you saw in 2025 is going to continue. For the middle priced homes, anywhere between $300,000 and about $650,000, you're going to see steady supply and steady appreciation and consistent demand from buyers. Often more buyers than there are listings. The luxury market, $800,000 and above. Often more listings than there are buyers. Slim demand and highly selective, especially the lakefront buyers. They're going to want turnkey, not charming potential. So I mentioned earlier about 3 potential scenarios. Here they are, the baseline. If everything stays about status quo, what we're going to see here is modest price growth between 1 to 3%, balanced leverage between buyers and sellers, stable rates around 6%, and the luxury inventory is going to continue to accumulate. The winners are going to be realistic sellers, well-presented listings, and practical buyers. The next scenario is a bullish real estate market, and this is going to happen if buyer demand surges. Maybe interest rates fall below 6%. Bidding wars are going to start to happen in the middle market, but there's still not enough inventory, so that's going to push us back into seller market territory. Second home market, that's going to heat up. Winners are going to be the lakefront sellers, turnkey homes, and strategic investors. The final scenario would be a conservative market, and that's if the economy slows down. This is where we're going to see longer selling timelines, luxury is going to linger even more, rental demand, that's going to be on the rise, and cash buyers will still dominate. The winners of this market are going to be patient buyers, value price listings, and long-term holders. All right, final takeaway. 2026 isn't going to be exciting. It's going to be strategic. So here is your buyer and seller playbook for buyers. Stop waiting for 5% or sub 5% interest rates. By the way, mortgage rates follow the 10-year treasury note, not Fed rates. And negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. Remember, move quickly and decisively on the good ones. But also know that waiting can be strategic, but drifting is not. Also, know your numbers. What are you pre-approved for? What are the monthly payments? How much house can you afford? It doesn't pay to be house rich and cash poor. For sellers, here are your roles. Price it right out the gate. Stop selling potential and instead start selling move-in ready or recently updated. Home condition beats hype every single time. Sorry, but there's no amount of staging or marketing that's going to overcome the condition of your property. The market is going to reward realism, and honestly, it's about time. For you luxury sellers, luxury buyers, they are selective, they are discreet, and they're uninterested in inheriting someone else's unfinished dream. For those homeowners who are looking to sell their home in 2026 and you want a price valuation that isn't automated or generic, definitely reach out. Buyers, if you want someone that's going to help provide clarity so you don't miss out on the right home, give us a call and make your next move legendary. Yeah. And so that's my budge. And cash buyers, it's not going to happen fast enough or hard enough for it to, that sounded sexual. Wow. I should just redo this slide.